Hello everyone, welcome to this special edition of Coffee Break. We're not actually having a coffee break right now. We're actually going to do some cooking, and I want to share with you one of my favorite dish, which is Spanish garlic shrimp. And we have a special guest today actually. We have Dave Hernandez from the Catholic Star Herald. He's a photographer, and Dave is here to take pictures and also to watch me cook this special dish that will be published in the Catholic Star Herald. So I would like to, we're going to cook today a dish called gambas al ajillo, or in English, Spanish garlic shrimp. All right. And we're also going to be making some halo-halo for dessert, which is Father Joe's favorite. So this is a Spanish Filipino dish. All right. And actually, the Spanish garlic shrimp is considered tapas in Spain, but in the Philippines it's actually a main dish, or serve as a side dish, or serve as a pulatan, meaning something that they serve as an appetizer, especially when they're having a drinking party with their friends. So we're going to start by seasoning our about 1 pound of garlic. And when we season it, we put some salt into it, and you want to mix to coat it a little bit. So we have some seasoning in here that we're going to pour into our shrimp. All right. So again, and I usually like to use sea salt because it's a little bit more tastier, especially when you're cooking. So you don't want to use regular salt when you're doing this. And again, you can add salt to taste. So you don't, certainly if you're not a salt person, then you may not want to use too much salt. I add a little bit of pepper into my into this, just a little bit, not too much. All right. And then again, you wanna make sure that you coat it with mix it up a little bit so that all the different shrimp can get the ingredients. All right, and then we're gonna put a little bit of paprika. All right, and again, now you don't have to put paprika in the Spanish garlic shrimp, but you can, depending on your taste. Some people also put red hot chilies. So if you're into red hot chilies, you can do that. That's the way they do it in the Philippines, and that's the way they do it in Spain. So we're gonna put some paprika in here, and again, you wanna put enough to coat the to coat it a little bit. All right, so not too much, but you can certainly see just enough to give it some flavoring and taste. All right, and we have over here we have our stove on, and you want to put the stove on medium, and we want to put some garlic oil and wait for it to heat up a little bit. Okay, so I like to use extra virgin olive oil for my cooking, and I usually like to get the Cento brand. It's probably the best one. There's a free commercial for Cento. So while we're waiting for that, I can just kind of give you a little bit of an idea of what the ingredients are. So you want to have at least a pound of shrimp. Okay, you can certainly, of course, make more. Garlic is an essential ingredient of this dish. So what I like doing is I like to use fresh garlic. I would say about 10 to 12 cloves of garlic should be used. I mean, I like garlic, and that's the way it's supposed to work. And then we use paprika, salt, a little bit of butter in here. I use sherry cooking wine. All right. You can also use Spanish brandy or white wine if you'd like. And I like to use some lemon juice with that as well, and parsley. So that's the ingredients that we're going to be using today. This can be served with rice, or it can be served with pasta. I personally prefer pasta. So when I eat this dish, but you can do whatever you want, and it can be served, like I said, as a main dish, or it can be used as an appetizer. We also have we're going to be making halo halo today, and there are different ingredients. You can actually get a halo halo mix in an Asian store or in a Filipino store, and it has different kinds of ingredients on it. They have the red beans, they have the jelly. Father Joe calls it gummy bears, actually. We have the white jelly, and so this one is a different kind of mix. It has red mungo beans, coconut gel, white beans, palm fruit, banana, jackfruit. So there's actually a lot of ingredients in here, and you can buy them separately, but I just prefer getting the mix. And you also need evaporated milk, all right, or condensed milk. When you're making the halo halo, you want a tall glass and a long spoon. And then finally, you need an ice shaver. So this is the ice shaver that I use. It has dual blades on it. And what you want is ice that looks like snow. So you're gonna see that momentarily when we make that dessert. So let's take a look at how our dish is doing over here. So it looks like it's ready to go. So you want to lower it a little bit to medium. And let's turn this on before we set off the smoke alarm here in directory. And first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to put the garlic. All right, let me get the spatula over here. Okay. So you want the we're going to brown the garlic a little bit, not burn them. You don't want to burn them because then you'd have a burning taste when you eat the shrimp. Okay, so let's put the garlic there a little bit. Okay. So you want to brown it. Like I said, I like a lot of garlic. So, and when I slice the garlic, I mix it with chopped garlic and then sliced garlic as well. Some people use minced garlic that's already pre-made. That's fine, but there's really no substitute for fresh garlic. So I want to wait for it until it's a little bit brown, all right? And then we're going to get ready to put the shrimp. So you want the aroma to come out a little bit. And wait for it to brown, maybe about, I would say maybe about 1 minute. So let's wait about a minute in here, and then we'll pour the shrimp. Now sometimes it's hard to get fresh shrimp, but if you do get fresh shrimp, that's great. Normally it's already peeled. Now the way I make it, I usually serve it with the tail, because I like it with the tail because you can preserve some of the juices from the shrimp. In Spain actually they serve it with shell. So again, to retain the juices of the shrimp. So you can actually do that if you prefer to have the shell. That's perfectly fine. So after you've kind of browned it a little bit, you want to put the shrimp into the pan. All right. Again, medium heat, and you want to wait for it until it's about, looks like it's cooked, pink. So you want to wait for it to cook. And then you mix it up also so that the garlic kind of gets distributed evenly. want to wait a little while until it gets done. So you basically want to cook the shrimp at this point, and then after we cook the shrimp, we're going to add the lemon juice and the sherry wine into it, and basically that's how you cook the dish. It's very, very simple dish, but delicious. And then you just serve it with you can serve it with pasta or rice. So while we're waiting for that, let me just show you the halo halo. And I have a little neat gadget in here that Father Joe actually got me for Christmas. Because what happened was that not so long ago, I sprained my finger opening the halo halo. And I have to be honest, I was opening the halo halo jar as I was preparing it for Bishop Sullivan. And I was panicking because I couldn't open it. And I opened it so hard that I actually sprained my finger. So Father Joe got a bottle opener for me for Christmas. So let me show you how it works. So I think you press this button. So as you can see, it's grabbing the see? And then it's supposed to open it by itself. So let's see how it works. See? Look, it's turning. Isn't that amazing? What a great gadget this is. Compliments of Father Joe. All right. All right, so we'll put that aside and let us mix the ingredients in here. And Dave, I have a halo halo for you if you would like halo halo. Do you eat halo halo?
I have before.
So we're just going to put this right here and mix it up. Now the word halo halo in Tagalog or in Filipino is called mix. All right? Because that's what you do. You mix the ingredients in shaved ice and condensed milk. All right, so put that right there. So let's take a look at where we are with our shrimp. So it looks like it's cooking nicely in here. So probably just a few more minutes, and we'll be able to finish with our shrimp and put on the last ingredients. So what we would normally do with the halo halo, it is also served with purple yam ice cream or ube. So I'm gonna take that out and I'll show that to you. So let's see. So here's called purple yam ice cream, all right, or ube ice cream, and you use that in your halo halo. You can also use flan. That's another episode in and of itself, another thing to cook. My mom makes great flan, and so but I don't have flan today. But you can use purple yam ice cream. You can also use vanilla ice cream when you're making the halo halo. So when you're making the halo halo, you want to first of all put the ingredients. Okay. Maybe about halfway through. All right. So, and let's take a look at our shrimp. I'm going to mix it up a little bit so that it gets cooked evenly as much as possible. And you probably notice I use large jumbo shrimp. The larger the shrimp, the better the taste. You can actually use smaller shrimp, but it's perfectly acceptable to use jumbo shrimp. So after you mix that, so let's go back to our halo halo in here, and we're gonna use our ice shaver in here. All right, and as you can see, there's a bowl over here for that, and we're just going to put some ice over here for us to shave. Okay. And I'm going to turn it on. All right, so you have some shaved ice. So let me wash my hands in here and before I handle this. So, okay. And then basically you just pour in, let me see if I can get a big spoon in here to use. I'm gonna just pour in the ice, okay. And then we're making this for Dave, all right? And then we'll make one for Father Joe as well, all right? So, okay. So, you would eat this as dessert. And normally, halo halo is served during warm summer months. So as you can see, we're trying to pack as much ice as we can on the halo halo. Now, in some parts of the Philippines, they actually put like ice all the way top. I like to kind of put just enough ice. So we're going to go back to our shrimp, and I'm going to put it on a low heat so that we can finish it up. And then we're going to put evaporated milk on the shaved ice. So I'm going to open this up a little bit. All right. And let's see if we can get enough traction in here. Probably need a little knife. Okay. Pour the evaporated milk, just enough in there. Let it sink in a little bit. So probably a few tablespoons of evaporated milk. And then let's see if we can get the ice cream scooper in here. And we'll scoop out the ice cream. All right. Put it on top. All right. So we have some homemade halo halo. So like I said, usually this is served during the warm months in the Philippines, but it's actually just very good all year round. So here we go, Dave. We have a dessert for you. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to leave that for you, and you're welcome to have it as I try to finish up our shrimp in here. So it looks like it's pretty much done. You want to remove it from the heat. Now remember, once you remove it from the heat, it still continues to cook. All right? And at this time, we want to put some sherry wine. Okay. And you don't really need to have it on the heat to put the sherry wine. You can. And then you put some lemon juice. I like a lot of lemon on it. All right. Actually, so as you can see, there's a little bit of a juice in there, and the juice is really actually very good. You can dip bread, Italian bread on it, or any sort of bread. You can use it as sauce if you would like. And let's see if I forgot anything else. And then we just add a little bit of parsley to it. Okay. Mix it up. let's turn it back to the heat so that it can, and voila, then it's done. So let me show this on the camera. So here is the Spanish garlic shrimp. So, all right, okay, and again, you can eat it with pasta or with rice, and as you can see, it's very easily done. So anyway, I want to thank you for joining us for this special edition of Coffee Break, and next time we will have another edition, probably another quirky corner, and we'll certainly have another cooking episode with Father Caparas. So God bless you and happy Lent.